Year 2342. Wealth is measured in minds, not money. Intellectual legacy is the new currency. Families compete for knowledge, not gold. The Neural Legacy Transfer Device. A marvel of science, a gateway to immortality. It transfers memories, knowledge, and identity in a flash of light. But every gift has a price. The grand transfer begins. It's a process unlike any other, a leap of consciousness across the digital divide. Minds merge, not in perfect harmony, but in a chaotic ballet of thoughts and memories. Imagine the sheer volume of information, a lifetime of experiences, compressed and transferred in an instant. Identities blur, the boundaries between self and other dissolving into a sea of shared consciousness. It's a high-stakes gamble, a delicate operation with the potential for profound connection or utter fragmentation. The digital architecture hums with energy as the transfer initiates, a symphony of code orchestrating this unprecedented exchange. The very fabric of reality seems to warp and bend as two minds become intertwined, their destinies forever altered by this daring act of technological transcendence. A daughter's mind, once a sanctuary of her own thoughts and dreams, now flooded by her father's genius. It's an overwhelming torrent of knowledge, a cascade of insights and perspectives that threaten to drown her in their immensity. She struggles to maintain her sense of self, to anchor herself amidst the storm of information that rages within her mind. The neural helmet, a conduit for this extraordinary transfer, becomes a symbol of both connection and confinement, a gateway to understanding and a prison of overwhelming sensation. Can she withstand the pressure? Can she integrate this influx of knowledge without losing herself in the process? The fate of both father and daughter hangs in the balance, dependent on her ability to navigate this treacherous landscape of shared consciousness. Lila. Her name echoes in the silence, a fragile whisper against the roaring tide of her father's consciousness. Her father's voice, a whisper in her mind, a constant presence that both guides and haunts her steps. It's a voice filled with love, with regret, with the weight of a lifetime of experience. He seeks to guide her, to protect her from the dangers that lie ahead, but his presence also serves as a constant reminder of the sacrifice she has made, the burden she now carries. The ethereal atmosphere surrounding her reflects the delicate balance between her own identity and the encroaching influence of her father's mind. She must find a way to reconcile these two forces, to forge a new path forward that honors both her own individuality and the legacy of her father's genius. Brilliance comes with a shadow. The pursuit of knowledge, the quest for innovation, often demands a heavy price. The weight of responsibility, the burden of expectation, can cast a long shadow over even the brightest minds. Lila now faces this reality, grappling with the consequences of her father's ambition and the sacrifices she has made to support his vision. The internal struggle is palpable, a battle between light and darkness, between hope and despair. Can she overcome the challenges that lie ahead? Can she emerge from the shadows stronger and more resilient than ever before? The answer remains uncertain, but one thing is clear. The journey ahead will test her in ways she never imagined. In the quiet solitude of her room, she stands before the mirror, a daily ritual of self-assessment. But today, something feels different. The reflection seems mutable. With every new thought, every fleeting doubt, her own voice fades, replaced by echoes of others, whispers of expectations, and the clamor of societal pressures. It's as if her very essence is being diluted, her identity slowly eroding with each passing moment. The face staring back is becoming a canvas, painted over with the desires and judgments of a world that demands conformity. She struggles to grasp onto the core of who she is, but the more she tries, the more elusive it becomes. A spectral presence lingers just behind her, a ghostly silhouette that embodies the weight of history, the burden of inherited beliefs. Is she truly herself, a unique individual with her own thoughts and feelings? Or is she just a vessel, an empty container filled with the remnants of the past, a mere echo of those who came before? The line blurs, the distinction fades, and she finds herself caught in a labyrinth of borrowed identities, struggling to discern her own authentic self amidst the cacophony of external influences. The question haunts her: can she ever truly be free from the shadows that cling to her? Or is she destined to forever be defined by the expectations of others? Society, in its relentless pursuit of efficiency and order, celebrates the perfect copy, the flawless imitation. Individuality is often seen as a threat, a deviation from the norm that must be suppressed. But what about the original, the source from which all copies are derived? What value is placed on authenticity, on the unique spark that sets one person apart from the crowd? In a world that prizes conformity, the act of standing out, of daring to be different, becomes an act of rebellion, a defiant assertion of selfhood. The pressure to conform is immense, but the cost of surrendering one's individuality is even greater. High above, in the gleaming towers of technological advancement, the Council of Cognitive Guardians watches with unwavering vigilance. They are the arbiters of thought, the custodians of collective consciousness, measuring every legacy, quantifying every contribution, judging every mind against a predetermined standard of excellence. Their algorithms dissect and analyze, seeking to identify and eliminate any deviation from the established norm. They believe they are safeguarding society, protecting it from the chaos of unfiltered thought, but their methods raise a chilling question: at what cost does order come? And who decides what is worthy of preservation? Imagine a world where the boundaries of the mind are blurred, where memories and skills can be transferred like digital files. A world promising unparalleled advancement, where the wisdom of generations is instantly accessible. But at what cost? In a world of inherited minds, where the very essence of self can be downloaded and shared, can anyone truly be free? Are we destined to become mere vessels, echoes of those who came before, or can the human spirit still forge its own path? The question hangs heavy in the air, a constant hum beneath the surface of this technologically advanced society. In this world where knowledge is a commodity, creativity becomes the ultimate act of rebellion. The ability to conjure something new, something unique from the depths of one's own imagination is a power that cannot be inherited. It is the spark that ignites innovation, the flame that fuels progress. The greatest legacy may not be knowledge, readily available and easily transferred, but the courage to create, to defy the pre-programmed paths and venture into the unknown. It is in these acts of creation, these moments of pure originality, that we truly define ourselves. The choice looms large before us: to embrace the ease and efficiency of inherited brilliance, or to embark on the arduous journey of self-discovery. To strive for originality, even if it means stumbling, faltering, and being imperfect. Is it better to walk a well-trodden path, illuminated by the knowledge of others, or to forge your own way through the darkness, guided only by the flickering light of your own intuition? In the end, is it better to inherit brilliance, a ready-made identity, or to dare to be original, even if it means being imperfect, vulnerable, and utterly, undeniably yourself? The answer, it seems, lies within each of us. The allure of ultimate knowledge is undeniable. The promise of unlocking the secrets of the universe, of transcending the limitations of the human mind. But what if that knowledge comes at a price? What if the cost of enlightenment is the very essence of who you are? Would you risk your identity, your memories, your unique perspective for the promise of ultimate knowledge? Would you sacrifice the tapestry of your experiences, the sum total of your being, for a glimpse behind the curtain? The question echoes in the digital corridors of the mind, a chilling reminder of the stakes involved.